one.
Oh my God! Who's that? Look at this beautiful guy down there. It's Klaus Grenade.
Okay, if I'm down there, yes.
And some dude doing TikTok videos. I know this guy actually. He looks a little bit like Scarlett. No, it's the diva.
No, I'm Scarlett.
From Hell Boulevard. So,
ciao, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Didn't you say that I wasn't from the start? I thought I wasn't online yet. NASA told me that. Yeah.
Okay, then we can throw you out and can get you back later.
Yes.
But yeah, no, you're here from the start. I'm very sorry.
Cool, yeah.
So,
Cool, yeah.
It's not like you were a surprise or anything.
Yeah, everybody knows you already.
Can I have my halo back, please?
Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it on Instagram.
Nice.
Very good. Yeah, so I think
my job.
Today's stream is gonna be mainly in English. Of course, you can also ask everybody out there, ask questions in German. Also ihr könnt auch gerne Fragen auf Deutsch stellen.
Oder auf Italienisch.
Wir werden maßgeblich Englisch bleiben, because that's the language we communicate in with Matteo for more than 10 years now. Although meanwhile, your German is really, really good. And you also speak a little bit of Schweizerdeutsch.
Genau. Sicher schon. Ja, natürlich. Ja. Mega Deutsch.
The reason why we're here is officially to show people who we're going to be on tour with and to actually give the people the chance to get to know you a little. The thing is, I think for Hell Boulevard being on tour with Lord of Lost, or actually with your old band Lost Area as well, and for you like having done 35 or more music videos with us, I think everybody knows you meanwhile, so we can actually just call it a day.
Right.
Yeah. That's true. Oh yeah. Then I can go and eat pizza.
Yeah. But Matteo, tonight it's not only the Get to Know Hell Boulevard stream, it's also a little bit of a pre-release party, because
it is. I mean, if I think that I have my release party with Lord of the Lost, I'm really honored.
So
it's nice.
So for everybody out there, please tell what is it about? Why is it a release party tonight?
It's a release party because tomorrow, which is the 1st of March 2024, we are gonna release our new album called Requiem, which comes 4 years after our last album. So it's been a long time. So yeah, it's super exciting. We produced the album, me and Chris, and it's been mixed by Chris and Benjamin at Chameleon Studios, and so there is a collaboration there. Chris also helped me with a couple of choruses in the songs, which I wasn't really sure about, and he did great stuff there. And what else? That's pretty much it.
Actually, the record, so it's coming out tomorrow, so basically midnight. And
tonight at midnight, yes.
Yeah, but depending on the time zone, for instance, when you live in, let's say, Vladivostok or Japan, you can already listen to it.
Yeah, it's already out in Japan. I already received the screenshots of people from Japan listening to the album. So yeah.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat, if you have questions, it doesn't necessarily have to be about the new Hell Boulevard album or the tour or whatever. So whatever Hell Boulevard and Lord of Lost related questions you have, just shoot, and we're happy to answer them. But I have a question about this record. I know it's
Can I interrupt you? For a second?
Oh, sure.
Just I want to say at the start of the stream, after this stream, I will be on Instagram Live, because a couple of days ago we started a giveaway for 1 copy of our fan box. So after the stream, I will be on Instagram/Boulevard blah blah blah, because we have to choose the winner. So if people want to go on our Instagram, they can still participate to the giveaway. And wait a second.
Yeah, show it please, because I know it's the shape of.
Yeah, because it's nice.
Oh, it's so.
And they can win.
Oh.
Yeah, it's huge. It's fucking huge.
Sarcophago.
Yeah. And they can win the fan box version of Requiem, which contains stuff.
Can you do an unboxing? Like a cool...
Did you already receive yours, Chris?
It must be actually at. I don't have it at home yet, but you sent it to my parents' address. So my parents are very. And I will
receive a coffee.
Yeah, I will be there.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I will be there on the weekend actually, and then I will have it. So that's inside a flag. It calls.
There is a flag. Please don't make me open these. And then you got the CD with a beautiful artwork made in video pictures, which usually takes care of Lord of the Lost artworks too. So it's gonna be nice. Then there is a bracelet with Hell Boulevard logo.
Isn't that like for the arm? Is it an arm bracelet or for a necklace?
Yeah, it is an arm bracelet, or wherever it fits, depending on your lucks. And
on
then you
my
get a
what?
patch on your luck.
Yes. Did you say Lux? You said on your
I
luck.
said lux, but I meant luck.
Okay.
And then signed postcards. And then there is a beautiful dude at the end of the coffin. So that's pretty much it. If you go on Instagram, you can still win it. I finished my promotional message.
How many of them have you got? I think it's limited, right? How many are there? These coffins?
For tonight giveaway, it's one, and then there is gonna be another giveaway tomorrow.
No, I mean like how many are on sale?
350 is a limited version to 350 boxes, coffin boxes.
So I don't want to come with too much of dark humor here, but if you have a little, like some tiny pet and it dies, it will actually fit in there, right?
It could.
Yes. So what kind of pets is it big enough for like very small dogs or cats?
Chihuahua.
Nah, I don't think so. I think the head would be too big, but maybe a chihuahua. Yeah. Maybe chihuahua or a little hamster or a little mouse.
Or if you wait like for 3 weeks before you try to put it in there, it's kind of.
If it's ashes, anything can go in.
Okay. But what was the question? Oh yeah, the question that I had. I know it's not fair to ask about like favorite things, and I hate these questions, but I need to know.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Like for tonight or for today, which is your favorite song of the album right now?
Guillotine. Guillotine is song number 4, and it's been my favorite since forever, and even now it's still my favorite because it's a different song from whatever we did. It's super orchestral, and I'm really into orchestral stuff, and I love it, and it's weird. It has a different kind of progression from our usual songs in terms of verse, chorus, blah, blah, blah. It's really long. It's sort of progressive. So I really like that one. But I really like the new single that just came out.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it yet. It's the Monster, right?
Yeah, it's a monster.
It's with the video?
It's with video.
Okay, maybe
we shot it in Hamburg a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, NASA will put the link in the stream. Of course, NASA here is in the background, our light tech and Twitch bitch. And if you tip something, which is of course isn't mandatory and we never ask for it, but if you do that, 50% of all the revenue goes to her, by the way.
Wait a second. So thank you, Nadja 1972, for the first tip tonight of 10 euros. Thank you. And she's coming to Frankfurt Batch Cup.
Where did you shoot the video in Hamburg?
An escape room. I was
Which one?
I don't remember the name, and I'm not gonna say it publicly. I can tell you in private because it's the deal with escape rooms. Usually they don't want to say. But it's in Hamburg. It was an escape room with 5 how do they call them, stories, and 5 different rooms. Great place.
But actually, if anyone had been there, and
they would definitely recognize it. Yeah, 100%.
Jared, do you want your halo back?
Yes, please.
Okay,
I feel very unholy.
Actually, it's nice. No,
How do you do that?
It only reacts to one person in the screen, so when I get out of the screen, it looks for the next head.
Yeah. So
magic.
What happens if I draw a face?
That's a beautiful face. Okay, let's see.
I draw a face here. So here's a face.
You have to go out of the picture then.
Come on.
No, doesn't work. Stupid.
Okay. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember from when we did Guillotine or Guillotine that I wanted to tell the nerdy fact about the song. And then we actually checked in the studio when you were singing it, because we did the vocal recordings in Hamburg, just for people out there. And I wasn't sure if like the French variant would be that works. If the French variant would actually work better, or was the correct one, like that you say guillotine, but we looked it up. In English, you can say both.
Yeah.
You can say guillotine, guillotine. What does guillotine mean in Italian? Is it the same?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's guillotine.
Guillotine.
There is a y. I don't know if you have this thing in German.
Yeah, of course we have. So like a guillotine.
Y. And how do you say it in German?
Well, we either say guillotine or guillotine or Fallbeil, which means
Fallbeil.
Falling. What's beil?
But yeah, we say
falling blade, basically.
Yeah, falling axe somehow,
Axe,
like a
yeah.
bile.
Bile, falling bile.
Now I'm gonna ask you something. Actually, the same question, and I know your albums because we worked on that stuff massively. What's your favorite song? You shot videos for every song of the last album, correct?
Yeah. You know how hard.
Almost.
So I'm almost.
And I'm gonna ask you. Maybe if Chris, if you don't want to answer, it's fine. But Klaas, you can answer to that, and Jared too. What's your favorite song of the album?
The favorite song, not the favorite video?
No, the favorite song.
That's the thing. Is it changes every day, really. It's.
No, what I wanted to say, sorry to interrupt, because actually it's hard for me to answer, but in case of Blood and Glitter, it's actually very easy, because when I narrow it down, I will always end up with one last song. And I think that might be in the top 5 of all songs that I've ever written in my life, which are like 1,000. So I think, and also the video, it's one of the most favorite we ever did.
I love the video too.
I really like actually 2, which are kind of on a tie, Forever Lost and Leaving the Planet Earth, because I usually go from a rather musical, harmonical, whatever standpoint.
Yeah.
When it comes to picking favorites, and those are just, for me personally, very touching, very very interesting musically. That's the level.
Yeah, Leaving the Planet Earth musically is beautiful. Beautiful.
They're both weird, and that makes them hauntingly beautiful. Thank you.
And Klaas?
And Klaas?
Future of a Past Life, because I always forget what the past was, and it was so nice since I can remember what a nice day we had with Marcus.
Oh yeah.
And to find out more than we already knew, what a lovely person he is, and pretty amazing start of a good friendship, I would say. That's why this one speaks to me the most right now.
I mean, I'm like, or some of us are friends with Alex from Heaven Shall Burn for like 10 years now, and he co-produced our Full Metal Horror EP.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So there is a long-term friendship with parts of Heaven Shall Burn, but we actually never really met Marcus. And this is how the song actually started. We were already in Helsinki in early 2022 in the studio. And back there in Hamburg, my studio colleague and friend, many know them, Eike, who also wrote like a couple of Lord of Lost songs with me. He started to write that song with Alex from Heaven Shall Burn. And they sent it over when we were in Finland and was like, hey, there's a rough idea. How would you like that for Lord of Lost? I said, like, guys, we are in the studio. We have one day of drum recording left tomorrow, and then we have to go to guitars. And so, or the other way around, I don't remember. And they were like, okay, we'll be quick. So they kind of came up with a rough demo and sent me some tracks. And in another room in the studio in Finland, I started working on it, writing like the vocal lines and some other musical parts for it. And like really on last minute, like not lying, like half an hour before we had to change the setup for other instruments, I gave the song to, I think we did guitars and bass first.
I think so, yeah.
We gave the song to Klaas and Pi, like, here's another song, please play this and blah, blah, blah. Like, wow. And so this came really last minute. And I don't know why, when I was writing the vocal lines and the basic parts of the lyrics in the chorus, in Finland, I always had like these two voices in my head, which were like working with each other and like overlapping each other. So it was a song for two people to sing. Of course, in the studio, I can do everything, whatever, but live, it doesn't really work. So live, Klaas and Pi are doing the vocals. But all the time I heard Marcus from Heaven Shall Burn, maybe because I knew where the song was coming from. So I instantly, like one day later after I had the vocal demo, I sent it back to Alex from Heaven Shall Burn and said, like, could you please ask Marcus if he can sing that? And he said, he's gonna say yes. He has to say yes, because he have to say yes, because a couple of years back, I did a vocal feature for Heaven Shall Burn. He said, like, we have to return the favor. So it's a yes.
It's great.
So,
and he has a great scream. Even during the video shooting, you can hear it, and it's fucking great.
Loud, just massive.
But do you have from the whole Blood and Glitter thing, you did like a handful of music videos for that or more?
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite video wise or song wise?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's probably One Last Song, because it's also nice. We kind of wrote the story of the video together, and there are a couple of shots which I'm really proud of, like a couple of ones in the church and the one in the room when you're playing the guitar, that moment when the song stops and you play the guitar and sing the song live. I think this was a touching moment in the video. The first time I rewatched it by myself. Actually, I was still editing it. So I arrived at that point, I put that scene, I put the sound, and then I was watching the song coming to that moment, and I got like emotional goosebumps when that arrived the first time. So I thought, yeah, this is gonna work good. And I fucking love the last one, the one with Marcus. I think that visually, and a lot of this goes to NASA for her lights, but I think visually it's just great. I mean, it's a job. I do this as a job. I do video shootings as a job. And Chiara makes always fun of me because I look at that video and I say, God, that looks so professional. It's like, it would be my hobby. But I watch that video and I think, that looks fucking professional. Like real.
If you see Heaven Shall Burn live shows, they have like tons of lights and video walls and pyro in the back. So it would have been weird not to do at least something like that in the video for this, this energetic feeling. Yeah.
I say a bad thing, but I think I've never listened to them before.
Yeah.
So I started to listen to them after the video shooting. And you
really need to check out the song that I did with them a couple years back. It's like this 10-minute long thing. It's called The Sorrows of Victory.
Okay.
It's such an anthem they did. I'm starting the song with singing. It starts and they actually did the song with the classical orchestra, which they recorded in Prague or Budapest. I don't know, one of the cities we're touring, actually.
Yeah.
So it's like me with Heaven Shall Burn plus a symphonic orchestra. It's like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
That's really good.
That's a dream.
By the way,
yes, NASA. Sorry, can I just say to NASA, yes, you were killer on that video.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, she was.
Just want to answer that.
I just wanted to thank you, Elsbeth76, for tipping €10. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
78.
Did I say 87? Okay, sorry.
And talking about the church, actually, funny enough, in like a little more than 12 hours, we're going to be there again, because tomorrow we're going to do another photo shoot. And the church was so wonderful, and we have the contact now to the guys of the church. So we just thought, like, why not ask them again to rent it for a couple of hours, and we're going to do a photo shoot there tomorrow. And the photos will be out like a little later than our tour start, actually.
Correct?
Yeah, The Sorrows of Victory. Yeah,
There you go.
The Sorrows of Victory. So there's a question to you, Matteo. Actually, a couple by people. One of the question is, have you chosen a new cover song for the live shows yet? Will it be cheesy?
Yes.
And now I think I have to switch to Johnny. So sorry.
Oh, Soulbound Johnny, probably. They probably.
Oh, it's Soulbound streaming too.
Johnny is streaming when we are streaming. I need to call him and tell him that.
This is so wrong.
We
So
did not
wrong.
agree on that.
Okay, while you answer this question.
Yeah, I chose the song for the. I chose a cover song. Yes, it's gonna be cheesy, and I can tell you what it's gonna be, so you can all learn it. We are gonna play "Living La Vida Loca" from Ricky Martin.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Nice.
It's just amazing.
My favorite Italian pop song.
Oh,
That's
by the way,
great.
I want to thank Manu 040566 to tip us 20 euros. That's very kind. Whoop whoop.
He does.
Didn't I write some suggestion for a cover song in your comments? I think I did. Which one was it? I said Barbie Girl.
He could put it.
Yeah, you said Barbie Girl. Yeah, you said Barbie Girl. That's correct.
Okay, let me check. I want to check if Johnny is online, right? I don't see him. Johnny. So
Did you try call him?
Yeah.
Then I tried too. So it would bother him.
I want to, but I just wanted to check if he's really online. Music so
Yeah, he is.
He is online. Okay, I will call him now.
What an audacity.
I'm video calling him.
Right.
Yeah, me
But
too.
he's answering the producer.
Oh,
Nope.
it's maybe because you're video calling him.
Oh yeah, probably occupied.
Not answering.
Is he answering?
Nope.
Fuck.
Fucking Johnny.
Okay, I will write to him.
Yeah. Tell him we didn't agree on this.
Maybe he's on flight mode because he's streaming.
But
There's always the possibility.
okay, you guys keep the people entertained. I will write Johnny.
Yeah,
Have fun.
I'm
Here's
actually-
another question for Matteo.
I love your music very much and also your work with Lotle. Have you ever thought about a song where you and Chris Harms do the vocals? Your voices are amazing. We actually sang together one song on our first album ever. The song is called The Freak Parade. Oh, Johnny's calling back. Wait.
Yeah. Get him in the stream.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Matteo.
What the fuck are you streaming now? Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Because we are streaming too with Lord of the Lost on their channel. So
That is great.
they can't hear you. They can't hear you.
Oh, we can.
We can.
But you are live on the stream, just to make it sure that
I'm
you
live,
don't
so
say.
people are hearing you.
Okay, and people are hearing from you here.
Oh no, come on.
Yes. So be careful to what you're talking about. So yeah, Chris is really
We
angry.
talk about last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
please,
baby.
I'm really angry. It doesn't work that way.
Chris is saying that he's really angry with you because you are streaming while he is streaming, and it's not even about the band or anything else. It's about him. So he's really pissed off. Just to let
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I know that he's loving me, so I think our love can stand it.
Okay, he's touching himself right now. Okay, Johnny.
So I will listen to your song just in a couple of minutes.
Okay, let me know if you like it. I mean, you already know it.
Yeah.
His ass.
Now,
Ciao.
actually, a couple of minutes, but I will do it online.
Okay. Then I'll watch your stream later.
Yeah.
Ciao, Johnny. It's getting confusing here.
Ciao. Ciao.
Fuck you.
Okay, so I was thinking
There you go.
we can call everybody else who's streaming on Twitch right now
Okay.
and give them a hard time.
I'll give them a hard on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was answering that question. On our first album, there is one song called Freak Parade, where Chris is doing vocals with me. I sing the first verse, he sings the second verse, and we sing the chorus together, something
Aren't we on
avant-garde.
Are we on some other song together? No.
No, I did. I mean, the first release ever for Hell Boulevard was the cover of, you all know it.
Do you
Do you wanna die without the car? And then we did this, the Viva Vendetta thing. Sadly, our version of Viva Vendetta that was called Sadly Ever After.
Actually,
And,
I think there's an we just reworked on the Viva Vendetta video, Matteo and us. I can explain to everyone why. We will start like in a couple of weeks. We will start the following thing because we did this song experiment a couple of years back. Maybe some of you don't know it. We took the instrumental of the song Viva Vendetta and gave it to many different singers from many different bands. For instance, Matteo of Hell Boulevard. And we didn't tell them the song title, and we didn't show them my singing, my melody, my lyrics, nothing. We just gave them the instrumental and made them come up with their very own vocal lines, melodies, lyrics, and also a song title. And we ended up with, I think, 32 versions of that song. And we thought, since we shot a music video for Viva Vendetta, it would be interesting to actually put the audio of all these 32 versions below the video, beneath the video, because it's not a video where we are performing on instruments. It's just a story video. It's this Western cowboy video that we did. And when you listen to all these different tracks with different singers on it, they all give you a very different vibe. And if you combine that with the video, this emotion will be even stronger. The thing why we had to rework it was like, when we did this video, which is one of the coolest things we ever did, because it's not a music video, it's a Western short movie. And Matteo started editing the video and he said, Chris, this song is too short, which is like 4 minutes or something.
Yeah, we had so much good footage that was.
Yeah, it was just like, it's 5 cowboys in this Western world with this sinister and very beautiful story.
Sorry, can I just say, usually when we have to extend songs for videos, it's more like, I don't know, maybe let's add a
intro,
one more intro or something that's very, very minute kind of changes just to extend a little bit, another chorus or whatever. In this case, however, it was much.
Yeah, it was much more. So now the song was like 7.5 minutes. We even did that more for My Constellation, which ended up being like a 13-minute.
Yeah,
that's true.
But
we even recorded an extra guitar solo for the video version.
Oh yeah.
On the original, we're like.
But the problem we had now with these 32 versions with the other artists, they're all on the original song length. So Matteo now had to kind of shorten the video. And it kind of works. And in
I was surprised. I was surprised.
Yeah, maybe you should do this professionally.
I was surprised because I remember while I edited that video the first time. I mean, it was like it's impossible to do that in the normal length of the song. It's just no space for all of that story. But now. It just worked. So I probably just really liked back then what we shot. It was so good.
I think you're so in love with the pictures you created as a video. So it was
and it was nice to have. And plus it's fun. It's the first time that I re-edit a video that I did.
Yeah.
And it was perfect because in that video, the original version, there is a huge mistake.
Really? Which one?
Oh, you should know. In class part.
Yeah.
There is the girl that first he sees the girl.
She's hiding.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
And in this new version, I fucking correct that part.
No, what?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
There's this thing.
You didn't know? Yeah, I know. Didn't know. Nobody knew it until someone wrote it in the comments of the video. I mean, we all watched that video 1,000 million times.
Yes, that
like
is one scene. Klaus is a blacksmith, and then we have this ghost girl in this video, portrayed by our friend Xelana. which she's like this for everybody out there. She's like this witch kind of character, and she suddenly has to appear and kind of bewitch us and whatever, and she hides beneath some cupboard or whatever in this one scene where he's like hitting the thing with a hammer, and then she's like that in the back.
Honestly, I thought that was
just for half a second.
I honestly thought it was intentional.
No,
you kind of tease her a little bit.
No, that was just a fuck up.
I hope the other people thought that.
Yeah,
because she's clearly hiding. Yeah. So yeah, I fixed that part now. Yeah, and there is not that mistake anymore.
But the thing is, like right now on social media, we have some kind of Spotify top 100 countdown. Every day we're posting a song, and when this is over, like 50 days or something, or when our tour is over, let's say when our tour is over, we will start uploading these 32 versions. And I think it's actually a very nice thing, because many people out there, they have not heard of this song experiment that we did.
Yeah, sure.
And people have a video for it, they will really listen. So we have the chance to actually promote all those 32 bands.
Yeah.
Not that all of
and every singer can, reshare it and look what I did with the Lord of the
all
Lost.
Of these bands need promotion. That sounds arrogant.
No, not for that. Just
a really nice thing. Yeah,
it's kind of nice.
Just because it's a great song. Also, it's a really great song, so it's nice.
The thing is, it's great. It's 32 great songs now, which is so.
Yeah, true. Good point.
It's really, really good. So, some other questions, Chris. What are you drinking? Am I allowed to advertise here, actually?
You're just saying what you're drinking, you're not advertising.
It's Coca-Cola. It's Coke. It's called Fritz Cola. Fritz Cola. It's actually like a cola brand from Hamburg, which started as a very independent small company. They didn't even produce more than 1,000 bottles per week. But meanwhile, you get them all over Germany and sometimes even Europe. And yeah, I like it much more than the regular, let's say, American products. So it's very nice, especially from a glass bottle. Yeah.
Slurp.
What are you drinking, Matteo?
Red Bull on one side, Red Bull Light. Yeah, it's Red Bull sugar-free. And one beer. I think it's my first beer in 2 months.
Fancy.
Since we have a release tomorrow, I thought it's a good moment to celebrate. No, I don't drink anymore. I'm waiting for the tour.
Did we do the sock check, actually? So everybody, I have gray winter socks. They are very warm. What do you have?
As always, plain black, because I'm a simple person.
I have seen you with colorful socks.
Yeah, if all my black socks are in the laundry, then I...
All right. Klaas, what about you?
Yeah, wait a second.
He's not as flexible anymore.
Socks on legs.
The fuck?
Oh, what is that?
Oh, nice.
Homer Simpson.
It's Homer.
Ah, nice.
But he's in the wrong direction, Klaas.
Yeah.
You have to jump.
Please don't. Please don't hurt yourself.
What about you, Matteo?
I have Coke socks.
Coke? What? Coke or Coke? Coke socks.
Coke socks.
Coke socks.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Because a cock sock is something different. This is what you take.
Yeah, we all know what's that.
We all
know what's that, yeah.
The crunchy sock.
Yeah, the crunchy one.
After 3 weeks, you can just put them in the corner upright,
Exactly.
like this.
Stand on their own.
Yeah. So
this goes out to all the mums out there.
Don't ask why. There's a question to Matteo. Bianco or rosso?
What?
Bianco.
Oh,
Bianco
okay.
or rosso?
Bianco.
Okay.
Boy.
Prost.
I had to think a little. What was that?
That was Italian, I think.
Oh, really?
Do you put pasta on your pizza? You should try.
I tried.
There's actually
I had pizza with tortellini on top once in my life.
I think it's good. It's
and there's this
combined.
There's a pasta pizza from Dr. Oetker, and it's not too bad.
I was surprised too. It's not bad. I
And
mean,
when you
it
fill,
was a restaurant.
when you fill the tortellini with tiny slices of pizza.
That's an inception.
So I want to talk.
Do you put pineapple on your pizza though? Sorry, I have to ask this. Okay. Apparently I triggered something there.
It's Switzerland.
What is that?
I live 5 minutes from a nuclear power plant, so sometimes this happens.
You're right.
This explains a lot, actually.
Chris was here, so he knows that.
Yeah. I wanted to talk a little about the tour we're having. So for everybody out there, Hell Boulevard are accompanying us on 4 dates of the tour. It's 4 cities. It's Prague, Budapest or Budapest, Vienna, Wien, and Stuttgart. Is there an international word for Stuttgart? Stuggi.
I can tell you the Italian version of Stuttgart, which is Stoccarda.
Stoccarda. Oh, that's
Yes.
funny.
We shall call it like that henceforth.
But isn't that weird that you have international versions for some cities in some languages and some don't?
Yeah.
Because like in English, still Stuttgart, but Italians have a word for that. Where does it come from? Because there were like connections between the cities in the past, so they have like, that's weird sometimes.
Maybe, I don't know.
Some cities just don't have. Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, it's great. Thank you for that. Thank you for taking us on tour on those dates, because with Hell Boulevard, the only other country beside Germany, Switzerland once, I think. Because yes, we are a Swiss band, but nobody in Switzerland give a fuck about this band, apparently. And we played in Belgium. But other than that, we never played anywhere else. So we are super excited to play like Budapest and Prague, and I can't wait to go there. I really can't wait.
That was actually my question. Like, what cities have you been before? So it was like, did you play in
Stuttgart? Just Stuttgart. That's the only city I've been there before. So I'm so excited to go there.
So Stuttgart will be the biggest show actually of your block. It's 1,500 people, sold out for many weeks.
Yes, it's definitely going to be the biggest one.
So that's going to be crazy. And yeah, it's 3 bands on tour. We have the Raven Age with us all the time, which is actually the band of the son of Steve Harris, the bass player of Iron Maiden. So, and then we have like Hell Boulevard. And for the other blocks, we have Empire of Giants and Blitz Union. Actually, yeah, and Vienna, I'm really much looking forward to Vienna, because for many years, like 15 years now, we got kind of stuck in this concert hall called Szene, and we are growing in Austria, but like that every year, just a little. And after such a long time, we finally had the chance to actually move into a bigger location, which is called Sim City. Never been there before, but I'm really looking forward to that, because it was like going to Austria was always like, when do we ever have the chance to grow and go to the next bigger club? And because meanwhile our production on that stage, it's not really even possible to fit everything on there.
It has almost been impossible for a couple of times now already.
Yeah, and for support bands, it's like, what the fuck? Where do you just
where it's supposed to fit?
Put your drum sets? And it's I don't want to rant about venues, but it's a general thing that when I come into a backstage room, into a dressing room, and there are mirrors and walls, and the sticker mirror ratio, like the level of rock and roll in a venue is always, by me, I measure it in the sticker mirror ratio. And if there's more stickers than mirror, then it's hard.
Very rock and roll.
Then many things are very, very rock and roll there, because you don't even see yourself when you try to do makeup. These kind of mirrors.
And I think
I'm really happy to maybe have a chance that Sim City, the other venue, has like a different sticker mirror ratio.
I'm gonna bring so many stickers. No, but the thing is, I think at, for example, places like Szene in Vienna, I think there's way more mirrors than we actually know.
Yeah.
Just completely.
No, and there's a
blocked out.
There's a very funny thing about the Szene where we've been, and people that are just going there as guests, they don't know that because normally they don't go to the dressing rooms, but the toilet and the shower is the same room, but it's a very small room. So when you're showering, you're actually standing with spread legs above the toilet. So you can also just sit down and do your business, number one or number two or both or whatever, and shower while you're doing that.
I think it's very economical.
It is, yeah.
Logical, I think, as well.
So in my house, I just did the same last week.
I think someone wasn't pleased with that.
Yes. So I have a new bathroom now.
Good, and a new flat.
Where actually you can take a shite and shower at the same time.
I'd actually rather see. I mean, I
Yeah,
do
you-
a shower anyway. Anyway,
You talk about that, and I'm thinking the dates that we do with you guys are in the middle of our own headliner tour, which for us being a way smaller band than Lord of the Lost, of course, it's way smaller clubs, and we play in clubs where you played probably now it's 8 years ago,
Maybe
where.
you have examples?
I don't know. I don't want to say names because people work there, so I don't want to say names. But you know, those kind of it happens that like one of these clubs, it's the club where you are in the backstage, in the dinner room, and on stage at the same time. Basically, I mean, it's all the same place.
Yeah.
There is like this, you walk downstairs and there is this triangular backstage where you are maybe two bands because there is a support band, there is your band, there is the merch person, there is the sound guy, the light guy, and then you have to go eat lunch in a restaurant somewhere else.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So yeah, I wish our problem was the number of stickers on the mirror.
no, I really didn't want to complain because these
No, that was a joke. It was just a joke.
these things always worked, but actually I'm very happy if what have a new hat? But I'm actually very happy if I can see myself doing during makeup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes
But I'm
it's-
sure you had bad experiences too, like doing your makeup in the darkness or
we
like if it was more light back in the days. I
that
remember one of the first time I've seen you was at the Dynamo Club in Zurich.
yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't remember how's the backstage area in that place.
Was it with Unterarzt?
No, it was with Lord of the Lost. The Unterart was the first time I met you, Chris.
Oh,
But then I've seen you a couple of times with Lord of the Lost. Once was it at Z7? I think you were support for someone.
No, it was something in the basement.
Was
Yeah,
it
it was something in the basement.
Stone Man.
I think it was with Stoneman.
Yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
Was I already
Probably
there
so.
for me?
You were there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you were there for sure.
Then it must with Stoneman.
It was already with Disco back in the days, and the other guy, the guitar player, Borislav,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was nice. It was nice though.
The thing, there are many like rock and roll places where like you have dirty backstages, you have a weird mirror sticker ratio, but many of these places I really love, and I don't want to say negative things about them.
Okay, exactly.
They have
Absolutely.
like great memories, but there are some places where I can speak absolutely open about things being like really, really, really shitty because it's places I never want to go there, and we got treated there so badly that I really don't have a problem to talk badly about. One example would be like our last tour, our last show on the last UK tour. It was in it was with this super slippery stage and
Glasgow.
cold. Yeah, it was Glasgow. So the AC in the room was like super fucking cold, like real like icy wind in your leg, like. Then you had like super slippery floor.
Oh yeah.
And the backstage was so dirty. When you tried to walk, your feet your shoes kind of stayed on the floor, and you slipped out of your shoes and were in your socks because it was so sticky.
Yeah.
So then I tried to put something on the table in the backstage, which had like this one lamp in the middle, and it was that kind of lamp when you turn on the light, it gets darker in the room. So I
There
tried
are those kind of lights, yeah.
tried to put my laptop there, and I realized like it was super sticky. So I went to the office, and I just tried to throw them a bone. So they would say something like, "Hey, let me help you, no problem." I went like, "Hey, the dressing room is so dirty, it's so sticky, I can't even put something on the table. Is there a way that you can give me some stuff to clean it up?" So I expected them to say, "No problem, we're going to do that for you," or at least go and give me something. But what they did, they were like, "Yeah, if you go there in the hallway and then like second door on the right and first on the left, you will find like stuff and you can clean the shit up." I was like, "Oh, thank you." So this is what I did then. So I cleaned everything up, and then we played the show, which was so sticky, so slippery on the. So backstage was sticky. The stage was slippery, like they put soap on it.
Yeah, it really was like that.
So, and also in the room, people were like falling. We were falling on stage, and the people that were in wheelchairs or like other people with like physical handicaps, they put them in an extra area, but not in front of the stage. It was behind the stage, where they didn't even have like a sound system. So they just listened to the drums. So the whole club was just like,
yuck.
Yeah.
No.
Everything. So sorry about ranting, but
this was for the club.
This needed to be said. So I love Glasgow, and I'm really looking forward to go back there again, but I don't want to play in this club anymore.
No,
hopefully,
preferably not.
So, but I'm really much looking forward to Prague, which has like, that was Barba Negra, right?
No, that's Budapest.
Oh, that's Budapest. I always mix up, because Budapest then,
what's it called again?
This Barba Negra, they have a new concert hall. It's bigger and like very, very, very good.
They were just building it last time we were there, I suppose.
Yeah, I think
it was still in like under construction, I think. And
how was the backstage area at the Eurovision?
Big. It was extremely big, because you have 37 countries. Before the final, with all the semifinals, it was like 37 countries, and all of them have like a delegation of roughly 30 people. So you have 1,000 people in the backstage.
Wow.
But what was so weird, first it was really cold, like also like AC from the top.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
You have like half naked people all day, you know, like dancers, actors, blah, blah, everybody warming up. So many people were freezing.
Or people who just like to be half naked all the time.
Yeah, or they just want to be half naked. And then there was like the weirdest thing. There was no food. Yep.
Oh.
You're there for 2 weeks, and there was no catering. So we had like hot water, cold water, and tea and coffee. And
so did you bring food yourself?
No, actually, there was a food truck in front of the door, and there was some sort of canteen kind of stuff upstairs where you could buy things.
But the canteen was closed, and the food truck was like empty after a couple of hours.
Or the other way around, yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, if
that's right, that's crazy.
People wanting to buy things to eat day for 2 weeks, they very quickly run out of stuff, and so it's like, okay, let's live on.
Strange.
So the crew on site, like all the camera guys and everybody, they had a catering, like a real good crew catering. The artists didn't have any, and you are there for 2 weeks, and it's not like that you have to be there for like 2 hours a day. Sometimes you're there for 12 hours, 14 hours, with rehearsals and whatever. You can't order pizza or something, because going in this concert hall, because it's an international event, it's like at the airport. Everything is being X-rayed, and to go in, like going to the, I don't know, Pentagon or something, you know? So with securities all over. So you'd actually then try to bring stuff. And this is something I didn't understand, because we cannot say anything negative about Eurovision except for that I don't understand. Like for 2 weeks, you have like 1,000 people in the backstage working there all day, sometimes like 2 shifts. so to say, and they don't get food. And if you have 1,000 people, if you calculate like, let's say 50 euro per person per day, it's 50,000 per day for 2 weeks. It's like, like somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million, which is a lot of money, but it's like a multi-$100 million whatever euro event. It costs hundreds. So if you just spare a little bit of money on some lights or just some LED walls and put them into food, I think if I have an advice for Eurovision organizers, it's gonna be food.
Yes. Food.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Italian people without food?
Yes.
Yes, I'm very angry. Arrabbiati.
The year before we were there, like in 2022, it was in Italy.
Torino.
Eurovision, Torino, exactly.
Yeah.
And we met someone at the food truck who was like, "Oh, if this is bad for you, you should have been here you should have been to Turin last year because it was even worse. There wasn't even a food truck."
Oh, yes. Wow. So it's a thing for Eurovision, no food.
They kind of the game already with the food truck, but there's still room to improve.
But and I know that many countries actually complained about that. So maybe for this year in Sweden, they changed that.
Are you going there?
No, yeah, we're just going there for fun. We're one day before the big final. We're just playing a show there. So because we thought like we just want to play a show every year, one day before the grand final at every Eurovision city. It's always awesome. Mid-May. You're never on tour mid-May, so we just make it a regular thing, a general thing. General thing.
Can I have my house?
Yeah. There's a question to you, Matteo.
What do you enjoy the most when shooting videos?
Yeah, but I really want to know. Can you actually say that, or is it just like?
Yeah, I know. Yes, I can. Sorry. The editing process, the post-production. So cutting the footage, doing color grading, makes something that you shot look like the real thing. That's my favorite part.
So there's nothing you enjoy while actually shooting the video, which is
no, nothing. I don't like it. No, I like to say action. No, the point is, when I do video shooting, you see me. I'm a vain person, and I like to put myself together. And when I shoot videos, I'm like, with the hat and the try to keep my hair all together, and usually the beanie and the long beard, because I'm maybe 3 weeks in pre-production and I let myself go. And everybody's looking amazing. You guys are all in full makeup and in full outfits, and I'm there with the soulbound gym trousers or Lord of the Lost trousers, and everybody looks great. Plus, I'm shooting with my Steadicam. The position when you're shooting with a Steadicam, you look like Quasimodo, from the Notre Dame thing. And like that. You see the backstage stuff. I've seen you guys posted the backstage of the video with Marcus, and I was like, I'm not even gonna watch that. And it's great. I mean, I can say it's really nice when you show something to the artist, and the artist is like, oh wow, this looks awesome. That's super satisfying, because I have the pictures in my head before shooting, or maybe the artist has them, so it tries to explain them to you, and then they see it after you've done it, and they're like, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly how I seen the video, imagine the video.
What is the longest editing process which you ever had, with the most rounds of correction? You don't have to say names or whatever, but how many?
I mean, that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but
I really never had anything more than 2 or 3 rounds. Luckily, I never had big issues. Like, you send a video to the customer, and the customer is like, no, this is really wrong.
Change that.
I always get super dramatic about that stuff. Like, I read the changes in an email or a message, and I'm like, fuck, now I have to redo everything. And it's not true, but my brain goes like, oh no, now I have to, if I change that, nothing works anymore. And then I do the change, and then I look at the video and it's like, yeah,
You know, it's not like
he was right, she was right.
No, it's not like in a Word document when you move the picture a centimeter, the whole document got fucked up. It's not that.
No, it's in my brain is exactly like that as soon as I got one change for the video, but then I realize it's not. But I'm a dramatic person.
The thing is, sometimes these correction lists, they look really, really long.
Yeah, they look much more than what they are, absolutely.
When you actually check it, it's sometimes because okay, maybe maybe we can give people some secrets here. What would you say are the typical 1, 2, 3 things that I always want different? Because it's always me with doing the correction. The tape
Yes,
gives me the first edit, and then
first of all, I can say that after many years, Chris now is really conscious about how to put things, how to write them down, and how to tell them to me. So when it's maybe, I don't know, a list of 20 changes, for example, he starts saying it's much less than what it looks like. And I would say 100% of the times is exactly like that. Maybe it's like, oh, in that scene, there is slightly out of sync singing, stuff like that. Then I can say 3 things that it never wants. One is the most classic thing. It's Jared. He doesn't want his face because, yeah, that's what he does always in the video, and I always ask him to do it.
Exactly.
Because, there is a doggo. Sorry, I missed that there was a doggo. Doggo.
No, there was not.
But sorry, for the people out there, it's not like that I ask you to edit Jared out entirely. It's just this one.
What?
It's just
No, just that face. Just that face, yeah.
one thing he does while playing the...
Yeah.
For the last 30 something videos, I've just done it just to fuck with you.
But I think there is somewhere one left. Maybe in this last video with Marcus or somewhere there is one.
I've known for 10 years that you hate it, and
Yeah.
that's why I keep doing it. Just so I end up in your correction list. You know, notice me, Senpai.
Yeah.
And then what else? No, there's nothing. I think that's the only thing that is really a classic thing from Chris. You don't want that.
I try to... You were talking about color grading, so I'm just trying to explain to people what color grading is. Basically, it's that. But it's also... Color grading is not only about like nice filters and stuff. It's also about correction. Like, what's the hardest part on color grading for you? Is it like syncing the cameras, like they all look the same?
Yes, but I usually use just one camera. For me, the most difficult thing is make myself happy. And skin color is always the biggest problem too, because I really like tanned skin color in videos. This warm orangey color, but sometimes it's not the right choice, especially if you're doing mainly metal and gothic videos.
Messes with the makeup anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes people doesn't even have that kind of makeup. They are like tanned, but they want to look like ghosts anyway, like death.
That was actually when you talk about that. Sorry to interrupt, but when we did One Last Song video, where we have this scenes in the coffin in the beginning, I actually got from our makeup artist. She gave me some kind of gray foundation.
Yes.
She put it on kind of light, but you can actually make it really strong, so you actually look like from a black and white movie. It's that kind of color. Wow. She put on like 50%. So I was already lying there with these weird pale grayish lips, but at the same time she had to kind of make me look beautiful enough so I don't look like from a weird zombie movie. Because when you lie there in the coffin, that was really not easy. You want to give people the idea of a dead person, which is still beautiful, which doesn't work. Death in real life is not beautiful. No. Death is romanticized so often, but there's nothing beautiful about death. Whoever's been on the side of a dying person knows that. So, but it's a music video, it's art, and you don't want people to think like, oh, there's another zombie band, and there's like this dead guy singing to me, and cool. It all looks so Scandinavian metal zombie, you know. So, and that wasn't easy to make me look kind of beautiful and also dead at the same time. So then,
yeah, that's actually a more romantic shot than creepy. That scene.
Yeah.
It looks to me more romantic than other.
And I think my main problem in edits is always like when I do this, especially when I'm singing low, la la la. So when you see, do you want to die? Do you want to die?
Yeah.
When you see me from the side, I look like that. I'm singing.
we all.
But you can
all
actually
have that
never
problem.
really show me from below or from the side because I then look like 30 kilos more.
Same to me.
It's just the chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I have my camera on top here. I mean, it's actually, I have the monitor there, so I can't. But yes, that's why the camera is there. Because I'm like that.
Oh yeah, it's so much better.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, cool. Or maybe
That's why we should be using that camera up there.
Oh, can we change the camera in between? While Matteo is answering a question, let's say, hi.
I really love the Ghost of Hamburg. Whose idea was this collaboration? It was my idea. Last year, I think it was, I recorded a solo album. And it's an instrumental album. There is it's mainly piano and strings and some electronic stuff. Is this my camera which died? Oh yeah, wait a second, sorry. I'll be back in 30 seconds. My camera just died. I know why.
Your camera died and we changed our camera. That's so weird.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Actually, we have this camera up there.
Well, why doesn't it work?
You know, the Elgato Virtual is like your mobile phone. That's a camera. Okay.
Klaas, wie geht's dir? Erzähl doch mal.
In English jetzt, ne?
Ja, bietet sich an. Chris hört eh nichts.
Ja, ich kann nichts hören, was ihr macht.
Nö, ja, ganz gut soweit, ne? Ich dödel hier so ein bisschen rum und stimmt, es ist ziemlich angenehm, euch einfach nur zuzuhören. It's quite easy to just listen to you guys. And yeah,
By the way, this is the camera we're trying to...
and by the way, Edita Wojtalczyk
Oh ja,
just
genau,
tipped
das mal importiert.
20 euros. And Julia Giovanna Jatel tipped 10 euros. And she thanks us for lighting our days. Lots of love from Mexico. Are the birds from Matteo?
I think so. I don't know.
And I think
What?
there's another one that we didn't mention. There's Elsbeth 78 because she tipped 7.77 euros. Woo!
And this was for the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Do you mean like that, Matteo? Is that better?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe people can take screenshots now.
Next video like that, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
But actually, this camera, the quality is so bad compared to the other one. So even if it's coming from above, it looks like shit because the quality isn't that good, right? What do you think?
Sexy.
Not a fan.
No, not a fan. Let's take the other one again.
Yeah, let's switch back.
I
But
used
this
it.
is the cheap camera, right? What is it?
Yeah, and this one is the one which is actually in the MacBook.
Well, the built-in ones these days are actually looking rather good.
Yes, they are loaded. They're charged.
Crazy.
What I was saying before camera died. Oh yeah, the Ghost of Hamburg. The Ghost of Hamburg is part of an instrumental project that I recorded last year. It's a solo thing. So it was under the name Matteo Fabiani, which is my real name.
Really?
And and yeah, and then I had this song where I had a part with two cellos, and I asked Chris, since I know Chris is a great cello player, and I know he's kind enough to tell me yes when I ask him things. I asked him, "Can you do that for me, Chris, please?" And he did it. And actually, he did a great job. So that's how it happened. It was
With
out
my
of
cello,
kindness.
I did a real great bow job.
See, even the hat doesn't look good.
It was the wrong one. Wait. Okay, this is the
I
right
thought
one.
you've done that before.
I've seen an advertisement in the streets for some takeaway food place that also serves bowls, and they have something with bowl job in the slogan.
Bold. Oh yeah, I've seen that as well. It's on
Not real.
Okay, Matteo. Now there's your chance to
Mhm.
actually ask a question, because we don't talk on a regular basis. You always try to call me. I'm always like, I have no time. Please don't call.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Yes.
Yeah, but right now, oh, Klaas has a nice dog filter.
That's a brilliant filter.
It's
Now
beautiful.
your chance to finally ask your question. So what is
To
it?
you or to the other guys or to everyone?
Whoever. You
Everyone.
can talk about if you want.
Okay. I want to ask you something about your band, because if there is something, no, and you know that I'll be also a little serious now. If there is something that I admire about Lord of the Lost, is, beside the music stuff, of course, is the work ethic. Because you work hard, and that's the reason, one of the reasons why you are where you are, because I know you since 10 years, and there has been a couple of band changes throughout the years, but basically I think like this formation now, it's quite a long time already.
That's years.
And
We've ever had.
yeah. And yeah, I super admire that from every point of view, human point of view, in terms of band ethic and working ethic, because it's crazy. I do all of these by myself for Hell Boulevard in a much smaller site, let's say, and I'm already like, fuck my life. And you are where you are. You did fucking Eurovision, and you were already big, and you got bigger. And I can't even imagine how days are going for you guys, because you got like now a tour, then you go to the US, and everything is a lot, like people doesn't even imagine like going to the US. It's like, okay, we go to America on tour, but there is all the visa stuff, all the technical stuff, all the traveling stuff. There is so much, all the merch stuff, where you have to do the merch somewhere because you can't send it, you have to produce it there, I suppose, or stuff like that. It's so much. And then you go to play to Malmo, but you're in the middle of a tour, and then while you're in the middle of the tour, you have to write an album, because you wrote like how many albums throughout these 10 years? What is it? Eight. It's crazy. And in all of this, are there ever moments when you feel like, oh, fuck it, why am I doing this?
Yes.
I told you it was a serious question.
Yeah. I have these moments every now and then. And when it came for the very first time, which is long ago, I exactly remember the moment. It was the day when I finished the final mix on the first record. It was just done. So I was like, fuck, what now? And I kind of really hit rock bottom. And I didn't know what to do, because I was so involved in like doing these things, and so dedicated and passionate. And then it was over, and I knew this was the first record. It wasn't even out yet, but I knew this step is done now. What now? Now there's a pressure, because for the first record, you have all the time in the world. No one is waiting for you. But for the second, when you gain some kind of success, just a little, you don't want to let people wait. And I felt this pressure, and I thought like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And I sat down crying under the mixing desk in the studio, just me. It was like 4 a.m. And then was this piano, and I sat down and I wrote Sober, which was on
Antigone.
album number 2 then.
Yeah.
And there was a spark of hope again. I was like, wow, I can still create magic. I think it's one of the saddest and most desperate things I've ever written in all my life. And I thought like, okay, you can still do it. Your heart is still going for music. And this made me realize whenever I feel like that, I'm aware of the fact that it's just the chemicals inside me playing tricks on me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I sometimes have that just for a couple of minutes. It's my way of dealing with being nervous before shows. I get very calm, like nearly tired. I could just fall asleep 5 minutes before the show in full makeup. The guy like fully pumped, like we're drinking Prosecco, doing push-ups, jumping around, telling each other stupid jokes. And I'm like, fuck, I want to quit. I just want to leave. I want to go home. I'm breaking up this band tomorrow. Fuck all of you. I hate you all. I don't want anything to do with any one of you ever again.
Very much the vibe that we get in that moment.
Yeah, but it just, and I don't mean that. It's just me trying to flee, to escape, because the inside of me it's a war, like hormones, like fighting my system, like everything that makes me secure, all the confidence that I need on stage to entertain people, all of that for a couple of seconds is being swallowed up by doubting everything I ever did and everything I am at this moment. And I hate myself even more than everybody else. But it's just me. It's going away. And same thing when I sit there and I'm like, why am I doing this? It's just like, fuck my life things. How should I do all of that? Even though we're a great team, we're 5 guys, and then we have our crew, and there's so many people like working for us, with us, being paid to work with us, for us. Even then I know, okay, it's just me at the moment, because in 90% of the time, I love what I'm doing, and I know I couldn't do anything else, but I have these moments every now and then, sometimes for 5 minutes, sometimes for half a day, but I have moments. And I think if this feeling stays for like weeks and months, and then even, I don't know, going to therapy or talking to people wouldn't change that I need to quit, then I think I would need to sit down with the boys and say like, guys, I've been thinking about that for 2 years now.
Yeah.
For me, it's over.
Please do it before you hit the 2 years.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course, but you know, right now it doesn't even last longer than a couple of hours, and it comes every couple of weeks, and it's just me being weak at this moment.
I think it's kind of normal. I think that happens to anyone in any, line of work, or everybody has these kind of doubts. So I think that's something.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I asked because your kind of job from outside, your kind of job for a lot of people is, it's shining, it's beautiful, it's the music, the art, the videos, the concerts. But there is people beside these, and there is so much work, and being a lot behind the scenes, I know how much work is there behind a band like yours. That's
the thing. It's like this Instagram profile misunderstanding. You go on people's Instagram, you think like they just have high noon every day, and they're on vacation all the time. And what they do is they just post, like every day they post a picture from their 1 week trip to Hawaii, and they fill the profile for that with 1 year. Because why should I show people when I'm like feeling very bad and I'm very sad, or I've eaten something wrong, I have diarrhea, make a story from the bathroom like, hey guys, I'm so bad today. Like, no, of course not. So what people see is this, and also I get more credit than I deserve, because sometimes when I'm the producer of a band, I'm really just like the classical producer. I just sit there and tell other people, please change that, please change that. I'm not even touching a knob in the studio. I'm really just like, let's say, a project leader of the thing, and others do the work and they get paid for that. So this is why I can do work with so many artists in 1 year, because it's not a one-man show where I'm like sitting down and recording every single bit for 3 months with an entire band. But people think that because it says like it's produced by Chris Harms, and they think like I deserve all the credit. But what they don't see is like a team of 10 people. So sometimes I get more credit than I actually deserve because of that,
What I think is really
but it's a position that you got. I mean, you earned that position. You earned that. throughout the years
Thank
and
you.
throughout the work and throughout your choices.
But still, it's the same for you. Like, it says like you create these huge powerful video productions, and then people go to like produced by VD Pictures. Then they see it's Matteo and Chiara, and then they don't even read the rest of the.
They don't even know that there is also Tony.
Yeah, for example. But it's not just Tony. Like when you work with Powerwall,
of course,
like multi-million-dollar videos. It's not, but you know what I want to say. It's like
of course,
super huge productions. They don't know that maybe like 100 people, and you can't do that all by yourself. So,
but can I say one thing?
Yeah.
If you people go and watch the Powerwolf video from Beast of Gévaudan, which is the biggest, Beast of Gévaudan, is the one with the Passion of Jesus Christ. There is Attila the singer is like Jesus, and there is a crucifixion stuff. That video, which is the biggest production we did for Powerwolf, was during COVID. And if you watch that video, consider that the whole production thing is 3 people. 3 people. Wow. We came back home in the evening and we just wanted to cry in our pillows.
Yeah, because it wasn't, you couldn't do it any other way.
Yeah, we couldn't. Plus, I was really like, it was back in the day, I was extremely paranoid of everything COVID related. So it was like, no fucking, we do it by ourselves. I don't want the 4th or 5th or 10 more people around. Just, we do it. So we had snow and trees and stuff. And it was me and Tony moving trees around the set. And then we get the snow scenes where like Tony was there with the remote to start the snow, and it was action, and the snow was coming, and there was Tony and Chiara cleaning the snow and then putting it back. It was fun. But you just made me think of that.
During COVID, I think because it wasn't possible for you to travel at this one point, you kind of remote directed the video.
Right.
Or the Gospel of Judas.
Gospel of Judas, yes.
Which was also not a small production. I mean, we had like Xelana hanging upside down on a 100-kilogram wooden cross from a 12-meter high studio ceiling and all these shit. And you were like remote directing from the sofa at home, like,
It was. I love that. And I directed the photo shooting and the video shooting for that. It was awesome. It's like, this is great.
We had to work with like phone connections. You were like on the phone all day, and then we were like filming stuff and live streaming that your room and to Switzerland. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you had like 2 or 3 cameras. One was to show me the camera and was to show me the set, and then I was talking with Jan, and you had like 3 microphones. So I was also talking with Leonard at the same time.
It worked.
Amazing.
Technology made it work, which is
crazy.
Impressive.
That was super interesting.
I need to tell a little rumor about actually you and us as a band, or especially me as a person. There's this one friend that I have working for the music industry. I'm not going to say if it's a she or he or what kind of position this person has, but there are rumors going on that we are never ever paying our crew members. So they all work for us as praktikanten,
slaves,
interns,
as interns.
Internal, yeah.
For many years. And we're also not paying you at all. It's just like sometimes we're just giving you, we make nice posts about your band, and sometimes I record a little bit of stuff for you, but we're never paying you. And it's like one of the greatest. It's like one of the greatest.
I'm 42 years old. I don't work for. I would never do that. I mean, I do good things for friends, and if Lord of the Lost would come one day to me and tell me, "Oh, Matthias, do just that for like,"
of course,
I would do it.
Of course, sometimes we share. Sometimes
no, it's
like you do something, we do something. Of course, but
exactly.
On a regular basis, it's
no.
Job. And if you look at our crew, I just want to clear that because that was really shocking for me, this rumor. If you look at our crew, some of these people are working for us since 2011. And the reason why we're having interns all the time is like when we have a free sleeping space on the bus, we think like, why not take a young person, giving these young person a chance to be on tour and do an internship for a little money, and then maybe have some more experience, and in the end find a job, sometimes even at a lot of loss, because people like Benji, people like Bengt, they all started on that position. Now they're with us like for years and years. And it was really shocking for me, because then it all got back connected to me about my character, that this is just my character of being like a narcissist and being the master of slaves and not wanting people to behave, or like even the guys from the band, they all hate me and I just make them work for me. And there's like that was really funny. I was like, okay, dude. And I've seen screenshots of these rumors from fan forums and stuff. I was like,
Made Klaus leave.
wow, that
Klaus
was
already ran away.
The crazy thing is that the biggest you become as a band, more of this stuff happens.
Obviously.
yeah.
And it's
interesting.
really tough, that too. I mean, it's like when you do songs like put your hate in the comments or stuff like that, it's crazy how much free time. My crazy thing is how much free time people fucking have. Just find something to do for your life, because it's like, come on, is there anything better to do in your life than that? Because it's, I mean, first of all, you read some kind of comments, and once I heard this sentence, and I think it fits to every single one of those comments, is like, what you fucking just wrote now says so much more about you than not about me. I mean, that's what you're writing. It's about yourself. It's you. That's, people read that and think something about you, not about me.
Yeah, no, it's all about you, but nothing about me. Yeah.
And that's exactly why at some point we stopped replying to each and every one of those.
Sure, of course.
Because you're just putting fuel to the fire. And exactly then, if we were to answer about whatever hate comment, we would kind of take the blame on our side. So it actually also says something about us. We just leave it with the actual person who wrote the comment.
Unless it's a really interesting, funny thing where it's actually
sure, of course,
to discuss,
or if it's really
worth a t-shirt.
Well, or if it's like really, if it's so wrong, if you feel like you need to explain people from the outside, you need to.
Sure.
And sometimes.
But other than that, actually, it kind of takes care of itself. Either it just, there's no reply whatsoever, which is also kind of fun to see.
That's the best part.
Our beloved fans sometimes starting to link our leave your hate in the comments video, for example, or just start discussing with that, and that can be rather entertaining.
And the thing is, you will not change people. It will never happen that you actually reply and then the hater goes like, oh yeah, you're right, I was so wrong, and it was not the right thing to do. You make it worse. It's like when you sit down with a conspiracy theorist for 2 hours and talk, when you leave the table, you will still be you and he will still be the conspiracy theorist. Like you will never change someone. So
I have a
most of these people, after writing a bad comment on you, they go on another video and write a bad comment to someone else. It's a sport.
But my theory about that is, because we were talking about how much time and what kind of miserable life do you have to have in order to get so much hate in videos and the internet in general. Maybe those people have the most perfect life, what you could ever imagine. And they just need to balance out some of the, immense love and perfection they have in their life. And they
think so?
Get some hate in order to, even out the imbalance between love and hate.
Maybe.
Never thought about that. Could be. I don't see that happen. I just wonder, I watch a lot of videos because of my job and because I'm obsessed with music and stuff. As soon as I see, absolutely. But mainly music, not music videos. I watch music videos for work, and I listen to music all the time. But as soon as I see something that I don't really like, I just, why do I have to spend any more time on something that I don't like? So I go and listen to something else, and I always wonder why you do that. I mean, it's not even the smelling finger. Okay, my finger smells. Oh, it still smells. That you go back just because. Do you know this thing? Is it there also in Germany? I suppose. Or?
I think so. Yeah.
And yeah, I just wonder why people get so obsessed with stuff that they don't like. Just
I mean, nobody forces you to be there and to consume that
yeah, it's
song.
a
Nobody,
shame.
No, you
it's-
actually, after Eurovision, when we had like so much bad comments from like the political right-wing people in Germany, it was so many. You could press refresh, and it was like 5 comments within 10 seconds on Facebook. It was really creepy, and we even got like emails with like death threats and things.
Oh God.
And then for a brief moment, I thought it's really about us. And then what I did, I went to like news, like in Germany would be Tagesschau, you know, like the regular
Mhm.
news
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
They post things on Facebook. And then you go to the commentary section, and you see like people do the exact same thing. They just comment on some car incident where some kid died, and maybe it was in a different country, let's say Eastern Europe, and then you have people commenting shit like, this kid didn't deserve better, he comes from that country, they're all criminals there. And you're like, just for example, you know, what the fuck? So people are so hateful in whatever. Then I went to a sports site. It was just about like soccer. And you read the comments, and you know, some soccer fans, it's not about soccer, it's just about violence against the other fans. So I went through these different sites, and then I realized, no, all these comments, they're not about us. It doesn't
No.
matter where you go. It's just like a phenomenon on the internet. I'm really waiting for the moment where social media evolves into a place where people don't think that commenting things is necessary, or it's not necessary for the algorithm. Because really, why? Really why? So I really like, sometimes you go on YouTube and some people just turn off the commentary section. So,
But you're right when you say it's not about you. For a certain amount of time, I went to read stuff about this, you know, like psychological stuff. And then I got also into interviews of people and people outside, for example, of the music or the internet world, like tennis players. And I remember these tennis players saying that when they lost a match, they got like their Instagram profile, like hundreds of messages of people like threatening them because maybe these people like bet on for their match and they lost their money, so they're threatening them because they lost, and I thought you would be winning and you fucking are gonna kill your family, blah 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 blah. So it's really like, as you say, a phenomenon. It's not your band, it's not another band, it's
exactly.
maybe another band, yes, but
hate for the sake of hate.
yeah.
That's just what
By
it
the
is.
way,
Anyway.
LostBird59 tipped 20 euros, and she's thanking us for the immensely entertaining stream. And Lottel1 Paula donated 10 euros tip, and she's also thanking us and Hell Boulevard for just knowing us. She loves us both for our music a lot.
I must say, Klaas is now our official
Announcer.
tipping announcer.
Yeah, that's why. Because also
Matteo.
Dana Thor tipped
This
5
is for Klaas.
euros. Thank you, Dana Thor.
So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, the thing is, I need to run because I want to be home before my son goes to bed and tell him good night. And thank you for an amazing stream, Matteo.
But the sun went down already.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Really much looking forward. I don't know, are we rating someone, NASA? Maybe Soulbound? Is Johnny still online, or did we piss him off?
I hope so. Really hope so.
NASA, let's check if we can rate.
I think he's still online.
Yeah, he will be. NASA is checking. Yeah, really much looking forward to the tour. I think we don't see each other.
Yes.
Before. And I told you that this year we're not going to shoot any music videos. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I need to ask you for a video for some special kind of project I can't tell you about yet. So I mean I can tell you, but I can't tell here so far. So I will.
Yeah, of course.
I will get back to you in a couple of weeks about some dates.
And we will talk about other stuff too. Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Let me remind the people in your chat that we are gonna release our new album tomorrow. I mean, it's actually tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
And it's called Requiem and Go. And it's co-produced by Mr. Chris. And yeah,
And
looking forward to the tour too.
We're writing now to Soulbound, so please in the comments let Johnny know that it's an absolute no-go that he's streaming when we are. Please, everybody let him know.
Yes. No Johnny. Just write no Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny, no.
No. Just
Johnny, no.
Okay, Matteo.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Press the button.